All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and for this video, I wanted to give you guys another look at Punisher in the new Cosmic Ghost Rider uniform. Now, my original game plan was to get this guy to level 70 and possibly push a couple of his gears to 25 day one to see just how much I could squeeze out of the character with a relatively free-to-play build, because I'm not really changing too much. Like, I started awakening a couple of his ISOs, but for the most part, all I started doing was giving him back some of the orals that he had previously when I was rocking with this uniform heavily. That was a long time ago when it first came out, and then we got a discount and I was able to take off all my urals off of him. So I basically just stripped him empty because I was only using him for Shadowland and I didn't need urals to do that. Right, but now that he actually has this Cosmic Ghost Rider uniform, he's actually pretty badass. He puts out a lot of DPS. He dies fairly easily. You can actually get one shot a bit in World Boss if you're not really careful with him. But nonetheless, he's still a badass character, and I was planning to get him to level 70 gear 25 off the rip. But after seeing that Silver Surfer is possibly going to be getting a new uniform on a tier 3, I know a lot of you guys are not going to be willing to invest that much into Frank Castle just yet, because you want to hoard as much of your resources as possible, rightfully so, for if and when Silver Surfer gets tier 3. So I wanted to show you guys a bit of what I can do with him right now at level 60 with a relatively free-to-play build. No CTP, none of that stuff. However, I did get the uniform to Mythic just because it's very easy to get his bios. You can get it from the support shop, and I really freaking love him, man. Like, he's actually so good now in this uniform. The uniform bonus is absolutely stellar. The only problems I have with him are the skills not being fire based. Right, they definitely need to fix that. It's Cosmic Ghost Rider. Like, the majority of his skills should be fire, at least 3 out of 5. Come on, guys, especially the 5th skill. Spoke about that on the beta. Right, how is it doing burn damage but listed as physical? If you look at the skill, you can clearly see that it's doing burn damage. Whatever, man. Yeah, I don't know what these guys are up to. So this is what the details look like. I'm toying with the idea of at some point putting a CTP of Rage on him, and that's why I'm leaving these Uru slots empty for now. I'm probably going to check him out with energy, see how he rocks with that, for any of you guys who don't have a rage or just don't have a rage to give to him specifically. And then we'll move on to a little bit of rage and see how he rocks out with that. Might even do some PvP stuff with him because, yeah, this uniform bonus, boys, it's pretty nutty, right? It's pretty nutty. So I want to see if we can actually squeeze out a couple wins in timeline battle with him. Might even try him out in ABX because I have a sneaky feeling that this ability to decrease all buff effects by 50% might actually make him pretty good for ABX, for those of you guys who care about that. So with that being said, let's jump into some content here. Stage 60 Shadowland, and then we're going to jump into a little bit of World Boss, see how he rocks out there. So we can't do this stage. This is a villain stage, that's fine. So let's actually see how he does here. By the way, physical reflect here, so we might die, right? Because he's still physical, even though he's doing fire, but it should be interesting. All right. So we just gotta be careful because, whew, that was a lot of damage. Nice. If Kingpin actually gets off an attack and starts reflecting damage back at me, we could definitely die in one hit. The good thing about having a torrent on the stage is the torrent's gonna hit me, and that's gonna give me something else to accumulate damage. And you know, ooh, we gave him too much time there. He almost got me. Oh, you know what we should do? Pause. We're not gonna clear this stage. What we're gonna actually do, that was really risque. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try and find a stage with Ghost Rider in there. And what, hold up. I was trying to like bait him to follow me. So you can see he's gonna cut through the stage 60 like it's nothing. But what I want to actually do here is waste some gold and actually try to find a stage with Ghost Rider in there. And that's gonna give us the ability to, come on. Oh my gosh, come on. Come on. All of these stages are so easy. Oh, wait, is Ghost Rider on this stage? Yes. So what we're going to do here is actually go in and use all of his skills and see which one deal fire damage and which one doesn't deal fire damage. And the way we're going to be able to tell is which skills actually do damage to Ghost Rider, because in case you didn't know, Ghost Rider has full fire immunity in this stage. Now, one thing I do need to check just to be 100% clear. Okay, so this skill doesn't have penetration. This skill does not have penetration. Okay, so none of his skills offer him penetration. And the reason why that's important is because if he has penetration, penetration will allow you to go through the immunity. So the fire immunity would actually be penetrated, but he doesn't have it natively, and I don't think he's getting it from anywhere else. So it should be interesting to let us see which skills Ghost Rider is immune to. Okay, so if all of his skills are completely fire based, we should do no damage. We're going to start off with the 3. So we see the fire immunity. Okay, so yeah, the 5th skill is definitely physical with a little bit of fire in there, a little bit. That's not fire. Yeah, so boy, oh boy. Okay, that's completely fire based. Yeah, so there, it seems to be like not much hidden fire there, guys, unfortunately. Yeah, for better or for worse, what you see is what you get. There's no like real hidden like significant amount of damage there, so you could still use him with Ghost Panther in World Boss, but it's not gonna offer you as much as I thought on the beta. Like, he still shreds, even though he's not fully fire based, but it is kind of unfortunate. However, by the exact same notion, because he's physical, he wouldn't really do that well against Ebony Maw, who is the one that actually, I guess, takes the most amount of damage from elemental characters. He would have to be energy based to like really be optimal for that stage. So I don't know what you guys want to do with that information. Kind of unfortunate, but it'd be like that, right? It would have been better if he was completely fire based, because then we could take full advantage of the leadership here and the fire damage from Ghost Panther's where is this guy? Bro, this guy, right? Tier 2 passive, Avenging Fire. So kind of unfortunate, but I'm still gonna rock with this leadership just because I like having both of them on the same team, right? You could rock with a different team if you want to, but this is the one I'm gonna go with. We're gonna go with this setup here just because the mind controller is gonna help us keep him alive, because Proxima actually can like basically one-shot him very easily if you like slip in the rotation, or if you just land at the wrong time out of your 5th skill, or if you get caught by the blade twisters. So many ways that he can die, but it is what it is. Now, I'm not too sure if he can actually comfortably complete stage 60 against Proxima just yet with my build, right? We might need to invest a little bit more into him, possibly put a CTP on him even, because I was testing him earlier and his damage was looking okay at some points to pull it off. Hold on, but it was proving to be a challenge to keep him alive due to the modifiers and a couple little quirks in his skill set. Like, for example, if Proxima jumps back right when you initiate the 3rd skill, it will actually cancel your 3rd skill and you won't get the damage immunity, which is very, very bad. So the immunity on his 3rd skill is not instant. There's like a half a second wind up before it actually like kicks in. So if Proxima jumps out of reach, you get skill canceled, and if you get skill canceled, you do not get the immunity. And without the immunity, he's wide open for punishment, right? And he can die very, very quickly. Additionally, when you're dropping out of see, like right there, I used the 3rd skill, but I did not get the immunity for whatever reason. Also, what was I gonna say? When you're dropping out of the 5th skill, you gotta be mindful of the fact that he's coming down unprotected and he's right beside the boss. So, okay, you can actually get like clapped, and you can see like the damage is, not probably not gonna be good enough to complete this. We might have to drop it a couple stages lower. It's unfortunate because I feel like if he was completely fire based, okay, and we might die. If he was completely fire based, that extra fire damage from Ghost Panther would have definitely, hold on, added the extra damage that we're lacking here. Or maybe if I used a different team comp. But I just like this one because I like Ghost Panther. So I don't think a fire damage obelisk might actually be ideal for this guy, as much as many of you guys would like it to be. Nice try. Seen that coming. By the way, guys, Cosmic Ghost Rider runs really slow. So when you see Proxima dropping those lightning spears on the ground, bro, just get the hell out of dodge. Just tag him out, bro. See, like right there, I initiated the third skill, but Proxima jumped back immediately. And what that did was make it so that I didn't get the immunity. And if you don't get the immunity, you're completely open on your fourth skill, which does the most of the damage. And you're completely open when you're going into your fifth skill. So there's so many ways for you to die, like just there, right? But it is what it is. We are going to play with him a little bit more, try to make him work and see just how much we can get out of him. This is a massive upgrade for Frank Castle, right? Not going to lie to you guys, but there are some quirks with the character that definitely need to be addressed. I did see a lot of you guys talking about the fact that Punisher doesn't have a weapon master tag, which is actually something very, I guess, very important, considering the fact that this man literally all he uses is weapons. Like, you know what I'm saying? So how he doesn't have the weapon master tag is actually quite interesting. They took it away from him when they made him Cosmic Ghost Rider. But at the exact same time, on pretty much all of his skills, he's using a weapon, whether it's a chain, right, or guns. So if you're not going to give him fire damage, right, on these skills, at least give him the weapon master tag so we can use him with Taskmaster, I guess, because then we could use his own leadership with Shuri and Taskmaster, right? And that would probably make up for some of the damage that we were losing here. So yeah, Future Fight team, what are y'all doing, man? Like, figure it out. So yeah, still a good uniform for Punisher, but I do need to still do some more testing to see just how much more we can get out of him. This is just a first look. Like, he's really good, right? Definitely really good, but I think he could be better, much better. So you guys let me know, man. Do you think he needs a buff?